Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about shield grappling and shield manipulations. And specifically we're going to talk about counters. Okay, so if somebody's trying to manipulate our shield, what can we do? And this video is made in response to one of you guys, one of my subscribers out there, specifically, asked for this video. They saw the prior video that I did on shield grappling and manipulations, and they asked for some counters. So if you guys have any other suggestions for videos, by all means put it in the comment section. So I have here my opponent, right? He's got a shield. This represents his sword here. Let me turn it a little bit more this way, because this is the way I would most likely be facing, facing up to him. Let me grab a sword. This time I'm using either a large buckler or a small shield, whatever you want to call this. I thought it'd be a good idea because you guys will be able to see more. Okay, so just really quickly, let's talk about the shield manipulations that we talked about last time. Let's just do a quick review. First one is where we come out, we meet our opponent's sword, transfer, to our shield, and then attack. Okay, so we've met his sword, we've bound it up with our blade, transfer, and then attack. Okay, so that was one that we talked about. The other one was the shield snatch. So from this position here, it's a one-time fencing action, right? So in one motion, I am stuffing his shield, okay, and I am attacking. And what we talked about last time is anytime you stuff somebody's shield like that, the natural tendency is for them to push back. So if this fails for any reason, what they're most likely going to do is overcommit to blocking this quadrant here on their sword side. So usually if I execute this, I do this with the intention of immediately firing to the leg on the other side, okay? So as I come in here, all right, I come out that way, okay? So I'm basically bringing the guard to that quadrant so I can attack that quadrant down there. So again, boom, boom, okay? And then I'm backing out, and what's happening here is I'm coming in at an angle on this side, and I'm coming out at an angle on that side. Normally you can't really take more than one step because they're gonna see it. They'll pivot, but you can take one step one way, one step the other way, and usually get a shot off before they have a chance to pivot and face you. So you might get that one shot, depending on how good your opponent is. Okay. The other one that we talked about was the shield press, where as you come in, you press the shield, attack, all right, and then from there, they're probably going to bring, if you don't manage to hit them, they're going to bring their shield up that way to block the back side of their head. So that's why you're going to immediately come to the other side, right? So you come in, boom, boom, okay? So that's a one-time fencing action. So as I press, right, I do a shield press and strike at the same time. From there, I immediately go to the other side, okay? So those are the ones that we talked about last time. Let's talk about the counters to this, okay? Well, here's the thing to understand with these type of shield presses and manipulations. From the perspective of the person that it's being done to, okay, they don't know exactly what you're going to execute. So they don't know whether you're going to do a snatch to this side or press to that side. Okay, they have no idea of what's coming. Or they don't know if you're just gonna freight train them, if you're just gonna run into them and push them back, just basically just come into them, push them back with the intention of maybe knocking them off balance. So they're not gonna know what you're gonna do. So, what we need is a solution that will apply to any one of these things, regardless of whether somebody's doing a shield snatch to this side, a press to that side. Okay, or if they're just coming in and basically doing a football press, we need something. Basically, the point is that they're coming close to us. They're getting close enough so that they can hit our shield with their shield. Okay, so what are we gonna do? So if somebody's coming that close to me and I don't know what they're gonna do, my reaction, okay, if I'm in this guard here, is gonna be to basically step back. I'm gonna throw my defense forward, okay, and I'm going to step back. Okay, so that covers a couple of things. First of all, if they're gonna charge into me with their shield, right, and strike my shield with their shield, because it's not likely they're gonna be able to hit my body if the shield is in front of me. So they're coming in to hit my shield with the intention of maybe destabilizing me, knocking me off balance. What I'm gonna do is, by falling back, okay, I'm placing my foot, into a more stronger position where I can basically push in and hold my ground if that's what I want to do, okay? The other option is, as I do that, I can also roll to the side, right? Or I can roll to this side and maybe deflect them, okay? So by falling back, right, I'm in position to go straight back or straight to this side or straight to that side. And if they're going to press me, they're going to deflect. Okay, so if somebody is doing a shield snatch, right, where they're coming in with the intention of doing that, okay, they're anticipating that I'm going to be in a certain position. Okay, so simply by falling back, what's happening is I'm no longer giving them a target to hit. They might hit my shield, right? They might actually hit the shield, but then I got my sword over here, so they're most likely going to hit my sword as they execute this position. So simply by pulling myself just a couple, maybe 6 inches back, I'm decreasing the chance of me getting hit on the body and being able to catch the block on my blade. The other thing that it does is, by falling back a little bit, it gives me a chance to sort of match their speed. So if somebody's kind of charging into me, what a lot of times I'll do is, I'll drop back, because as I'm dropping back, it gives me an opportunity to observe what they're doing. And I've done another video that talks about just this, but just real quickly, let me explain this. If you are standing still, right, on the side of the road, and a car is going by you at 60 miles an hour, you really don't have time to see what the driver is doing inside the car, right? But if you're driving down the highway at 60 miles an hour, right, and there's a car next to you also going at 60 miles an hour, or even if you're doing 60 and they're doing 60 and you're doing 55, you're going at relatively the same speed in the same direction. So if you got two cars going down the road side by side at roughly the same speed, you're able to observe what the person is doing, okay? So the same thing happens here. If somebody is moving forward on me, I want to match their speed and their direction, okay? So simply by stepping back, it gives me a little bit more time to figure out what they're doing. Are they attacking to the left side, to the right side? Are they doing a low cut? What are they doing? So simply by falling back, it gives me that opportunity. And like I said, you can as you fall back, you can pivot off to the side or come back diagonally. Now, what I will typically do is, once I am satisfied that I've caught, if they're going to throw a shot, that I've blocked it. Once I am satisfied that my shield is far out enough that I can block any shot that they're going to throw at me, up, and usually it'll be up high. What I will usually do is, as they're charging in, I'm backing out, I will immediately throw a shot to their leg, okay? And the leg might be there, it may not. I might hit their shield, but it's going to get them to think about their leg. It's going to get them to think about their defense rather than attacking me, okay? Or, it might be the kind of person that just is not that aware when they're being attacked. But this is all information that you're going to get at it. So that's one of the things that I like to do. If somebody is basically coming in close enough to be able to snatch my shield or press my shield, my counter is usually going to be to fall back and immediately throw to the leg. Okay, so that's almost like automatic for me. Okay, I've done it enough times. Fall back, throw to the leg. A lot of times when people charge forward, see, with this type of a shield here, I have a point there. So usually if I'm moving forward, that point is covering this leg on this side. If I step forward with this leg, I have to pivot that point forward, okay? So as I'm moving forward, that point pivots back and forth to cover my leg. So a lot of times when somebody's charging in and they have it in their mind that they're gonna hit you with the shield or execute one of the shield snatch or shield press, they're not conscious of their leg. So that's why as soon as I'm able to fall back, I'm comfortable that I'm covered, right? That my shield's out. I'm going to basically shoot for that leg, get them to think about that leg a little bit. Okay, so I hope you guys found this video useful. It's a very simple thing. It also sort of illustrates, why you normally don't see that much shield manipulation, shield grappling, because people are able to simply step out of it. The way that shield manipulations are useful is if the person doesn't realize that you're about to do it to them, okay? So, the way I will usually use a shield manipulation, like let's say like a shield snatch, is, first I'll throw a couple of shots, right? And then, so I'm not going to open up with a shield snatch or shield press, but I'll throw a couple other shots to get them thinking I'm not going to do that, and then at some point I might execute the shield snatch or the shield press. Okay, so again, using your shield offensively in the sense of being able to trap somebody's weapon and attack is only going to really work if the other person is not aware that you're going to do it. Now, in the case, let's start real quick. In the case where the weapon is trapped, like let's say I got him there, and I've trapped it, right? So now I got his sword trapped between the two shields. Well, let's flip this around. Let's say my weapon is trapped between the two shields, right? He's on the outside. He's free to hit me with that weapon now because my weapon is the one. He executed this to me. He's got my sword now trapped between the two shields. Well, again, the same technique. Pull back. Simply by pulling back, I can pull my blade back and get back on guard. That's really the easiest way to get out of that. To just pull yourself back rather than try to push forward, right? So if he's got me trapped like this, what I don't want to do is try to push into him and try to out muscle him. If he's got me in a position like this where I am trapped, pull back, get free, and continue fighting from there. So a couple of things for you guys to think about. I hope you guys liked the video. If you're not a member of the channel, please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.